My name is Judy Miller, and I do most of the basic training webinars here at Infusionsoft every week. If you notice on this first slide with my little granddaughter and the surfboard, there's an email address that says basictraining@infusionsoft.com. You guys can email me there with any questions that you have. So with your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our Help Center. Our Help Center is located at help.infusionsoft.com. In help.infusionsoft.com, you can get answers to all your Infusionsoft questions, and I'm going to open it up real quick just to show you it. So it's help.infusionsoft.com. If you have any questions like, how do I set up my e-commerce? Put it in here, set up sale. Click on it, and everything that you have to know about sales pipeline or e-commerce will come up. Add a product to Infusionsoft, etc. Invoicing and orders, or you can just type in e-commerce. Also, what I wanted to show you is if you click on the webinar tab in our Help Center, you'll see we have Infusionsoft Basic Training, and if you click on the View All button, that will give you the links to register to those 3 different webinars. If you can't make it, just send me an email and I promise to send you the recording with all the goodies that I promise. So that's Infusionsoft's Help Center at help.infusionsoft.com. So a lot of people come to this webinar thinking that we're going to go over a campaign, and we're not going to go over a campaign today. We're going to go over a campaign builder tomorrow. Today we're going to talk about broadcasts, but you do need to know how to make an email in order to do a campaign also. So I'm going to explain the difference between a broadcast and a campaign. A broadcast is a one-time email like a, hey, happy 4th of July. Hope you keep your pets safe. Just to let you know, more pets run away on 4th of July than any other day of the year. Just letting them know, a one-time broadcast, either to your entire list or just a specific group of people. Hey, we're not going to be having class on Tuesday because it's 4th of July and we'll be celebrating with our family. So it's either what you do sending out a newsletter to your entire list or just a segmented, targeted group of people. That's a broadcast. A campaign's a little bit different, but it does have emails in it. And a campaign is a series of emails that are connected together with timers that automate your follow-up or automate your sales process or automate your processes internally. It may have an email, it may have a task, it may have other automation, but that's what a campaign is, and that's what we'll be learning about tomorrow. So the awesome things we are going to be learning about today is how to edit a template. You can have more than one template. If you have 3 businesses under one name, you can have 3 different templates with 3 different banners. I'm going to show you how to add images and pictures. I'm going to give you some ideas for why to send a broadcast. Already I did. Just send off your newsletter. How to send a broadcast to your entire list of people, and also how to send a broadcast to just a targeted group or 1 or 2 people. So I made this slide last week, and I got lots and lots of people emailing me going, oh my gosh, that stuff was great. So I'm going to offer it again this week. These are just some fun resources. Pixlr, without the E, so it's Pixlr. It is an awesome photo editor. It's Adobe Photoshop for free on steroids. I make a lot of the banners that I use inside my email builder with Pixlr. It's just unbelievable and amazing. Icon Finder is a great free place to get free icons. You just go to iconfinder.com, click on the free button, I want to find basketballs, and you'll find all sorts of basketballs for free. It's awesome, it's amazing, and it's free. PicMonkey is a photo editor. It's very cool because if you have a signature and you just want to put a Santa Claus hat on it or a bat on your Halloween signature, you can do that with PicMonkey for free. It just makes your signature and your emails funner, more fun, and it's free unless you want to get the advanced stuff, like they have some advanced fonts that do cost money. $4.99 a month, but hey, PicMonkey's amazing. Placeit.net is a very, very fun site where you can make mock-ups. And if you look to the right, you'll see that somebody's holding a tablet, and my webinar's right there. It does have the watermark because I didn't pay for this one, but you get like 20 free ones. And it's just a really cool way to put your logo or your webinar on an iPhone, on a computer screen, on a coffee cup, even on the side of a building. And there's a free version of it, and it's really cool. And then I just want to offer you one more. It's called magpieprint.com. It's not free, but they're an Infusionsoft certified partner that helps with copywriting, and they have different price points, like for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So if you're just starting out and you need help writing copy, they're very cool, and they kind of teach like me. They teach in a way that, hey, that's awesome, yeah, I want to do that, and get you excited about getting your copy written. So just some fun resources for you. just in case you need them. And I have that on a PDF that I'll be sending to you after the webinar. So Judy, why would we send a broadcast and not put people into a campaign? Can you explain that? Yes, I can. It may be a special holiday greeting like the 4th of July and take care of your dogs. Not trying to sell anything, just trying to build that relationship. It may be your monthly newsletter like I mentioned before. It may be something's happening. You may have a new dental hygienist in your office and you want to introduce her. You may have a new realtor. You're working with a new mortgage broker that you really, really like and you want everyone to get to know them. It may be that your website's under construction. You don't want people to get freaked out and go, hey, don't worry. Our gym website is still working. We're still going to have our videos on every day. We're just giving it a facelift. It'll be back up and I'll send you a broadcast when it's ready. It may be a special offer, 4th of July offers. I bought a mattress yesterday for my 4th of July offer. I got it for $200 off for 4th of July. So it may be that you're just sending out an email with an offer. It may be to create urgency. We only have 5 of these left. We have 5 seats left for the webinar. If you'd like to be one of the people and not miss out, join us, click here. Now always have integrity with that. If you have 7,000 seats left, don't tell people you only have 5. But we're wired like that in our heads that if something is limited and other people have it and we can't get it, we want it more. We're just kind of goofy like that. I think the most important reason to send a broadcast is to create a conversation or communication and build a relationship with your contacts. And that's my relationship builder. That's my little granddaughter, Everly. I have another one coming in 2 weeks. I can't wait. And his name's going to be Everett. And it's my other daughter, so I have twin girls. One had a baby a year ago, and one's going to have one this year. So it's super, super exciting. And if you join me next month, you might get a picture of Everett. I think that building a relationship is the most important part of sending a broadcast because it makes your prospects your friends. Don't take it from me. Here's Seth Godin, who is a great marketer and a great author, and he says it the best. People do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, story, and magic. And you have a chance to do magic by telling a story in your email and creating that conversation with strangers that you don't even know that are going to become your best friends someday. And when they're ready to buy, they're going to buy from you because you're their friend. I've created very, very, very great relationships just by emailing people and talking to them via email. So remember that. It's magical. So Infusionsoft's email builder, you're like, oh my gosh, we got so much already and we didn't even go into the email builder yet. It's easy to use. You can create multiple templates. So if you have 2 different businesses, you can have 2 different templates. You send out to 2 different groups of people. It's mobile optimized. It looks great on a cell phone and a tablet. You can save the templates and use them in the campaign builder. So if you make the best template that you've ever made in your life and you're like, dag nabbit, I have to make another one of these in campaign builder, you don't. You can just save it as a template, and tomorrow I'll show you how to put that in a campaign. It's super, super easy. And it's fun. I don't know if you guys think it's very fun to play around with software, but creating something for your business or creating something for someone that you're working for is really fun, especially when you do a good job and people go, wow, that's awesome. So have fun with it. Take some time every day and have fun creating with Infusionsoft's email builder and have fun with it. Your emails don't have to sound like this. They can be fun. They can make people smile. They can bring emotion. So let's get into Infusionsoft and let me show you how it's done. When I open up my Infusionsoft software, you usually land in your dashboard. On your dashboard, even if you're just going to go play around with Infusionsoft, you still go to the same place. So even if you're playing or you are ready to send off your first broadcast, you're still going to go to the same place. So I'm going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo. I'm going to come to the marketing section and down to emails and broadcasts and click it one time. And when I do, there's going to be a big blue button in the middle, looks like a big vitamin pill that says Get Started. I'm going to click that one time. This is my favorite part of the webinar because I get to use my highlighter. When you click on Get Started, it's going to bring you into the gallery. And the gallery has pre-made email templates that are already done for you that you get to come in and edit. So it kind of gives you an idea or a template, so to speak, or a map of an email. You may have some in MailChimp already, and you may say, oh, this one kind of looks like that one. This is what I'm going to use. So it gives you a starting point. There's about 25 in here, and they're all free. The next tab is the previously sent, and after you send off an email, it will automatically go into the previously sent bucket. The next is the drafts bucket. I like to call them buckets. If you're working on an email and your electricity goes off or your computer shuts down and goes into sleep mode, just be happy to know that the email will automatically go into the draft bucket and you won't lose it. So if you're making the best email ever, it's not gone. And the last are my templates, and you always have the option of creating a template, just going into your email that you're creating and hit save as a template, and you can name it right there from the email that you're creating. So those are the different buckets and the different headers that you'll see when you first open up your email builder. I'm going to open one of these and go over it a little bit, and then we're going to go right into the email that I created for today and go over the pieces that built it, and then we're going to learn how to send it out. So when you peruse through the template library, you can just scroll down and pick the one that you want to use. When you pick the one that you want to use, I think I'm going to use this one called Newsletter, you can hit either Use Template or you can hit the eyeball and take a look at what it's going to look like on a tablet or on a phone. I like this one, so I'm going to hit Use Template. When I hit Use Template, it will open this email up and you get to build it out. The first thing I want to show you is this little header that slides down, or a slider. If I hit this little arrow right in the middle, I'm kind of toggling around it right now so you can see it. If I hit that, that will go away, but I want to talk about that for a minute. If you have more than one business, or if people don't know you by your business name, you're allowed to come in and change who this email is coming from. By clicking this little pencil right here and hitting that little arrow going down, I can either choose another user with my Infusionsoft application, I can choose the contact owner and have it come from whoever the owner is of that contact inside my Infusionsoft, or I can hit Other. And when I hit Other, I can just put my business name here. And then I put my email address. The email address you're going to put here is usually like info@mybiz.com, or this is just my regular email address, heyjudemiller@gmail.com. So you can have different emails that go, the reply will go to different people, and you can put different business names here. And I'm just going to put Instant Marketing Ideas because it looks better than my business name. Once I hit save, you'll notice that it's coming from Instant Marketing Ideas, and the email address is heyjudemiller@gmail. So if someone replies to that email, it will go right to that email address. We're not going to talk about recipients yet because we're not really sending this, we're just playing around with it, but I'm going to put a subject line, I'm going to put, hey, happy day, comma, and now I want to merge in and personalize it with their first name. If I want to personalize this with their first name or the day of the week or the day of the month or whatever I want to put in there, that's a merge field inside Infusionsoft. I just hit this little merge button right here one time. And when I hit it, all the fields that you can bring in from your Infusionsoft application will appear. I want to use contact fields most common and first name. So I'm going to put hey, happy day, Judy. I'm going to put a comma and put it's, and now I want to put the day of the week. So I'm going to hit merge. I'm going to come down all the way to date, current day of week, and this is going to say, hey, happy day, Judy. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow it will be, it's Thursday. So whatever day you change that to, it doesn't matter. Whatever day you send it, it's automatically going to pick up the day, so you never have to change the title ever. I'm going to now hit this little arrow and push it up, and now we get to build out our email. This email is already created, this template, so I'm going to go over the different blocks of it first. The first place you land is on the design phase. And if you look at the toolbar to the left, I can change the heading style. So this is section header. I can change the color of that by clicking on the little box, and I can change it to blue. So you see this just changed to blue. If you have copy already, you can just copy and paste it right here in this content. I can also change header style 2, which is a little further down. This is a section header. And I can change the hyperlink color. Judy, where's a hyperlink? It's right here where it says Learn More. And I can change that hyperlink color to red just by clicking on Change Hyperlink Color. And if you notice, all the Learn Mores just change red. I can also change the background color by clicking on the box and changing the background color. Keep it that gray color. Now that's the design. That's to be able to change the colors inside your email to match your branded colors if you want to. Now we're going to start at the very top. If you notice on the very top, there's a little Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram icon. If I click on that very top, I'm going to delete that because I'm going to show you how to get it. And I don't want it there. I don't want it on the top of my screen. I'm going to put it underneath my banner. So this starts out with our banner, the Enlightening Newsletter. That banner may be great for your business. You may love it. But if you don't love it and you want to change it, just simply click inside that banner and you'll notice that the toolbar on the left-hand side changes. I can either edit this image or I can come and change the image, and if I hit Change Image, you'll see that I'm in my library and I can choose anything in my library for my banner. I think I'm going to use this one right here. When I add my image, the toolbar on the left changes and I can make it bigger or smaller just by toggling the bar. I can link it to my website if I'd like to link it to my website, or if I'd like to link it to an email address or link it to a phone number, I can do that. It's also a good idea always to put in a description of your image. So this is my Club Infusionsoft banner. So if someone scrolls over it without opening the pictures, and I can align it left, right, or center right here. So that's my image. Underneath my image, I would like to add the social media snippet. All the way to the left, you see there's a design phase, and then there's a blocks phase. If I click on the blocks phase, it will give us these little building blocks to build your email. One is called social media, or just social. When I grab that and I drag it, I can put it right underneath my banner and let it go, and you'll see it's not the same color as the one that was already in there that we deleted. The reason being is because it's not set up yet, and the toolbar on the left will automatically change when you grab any of those blocks. Let me do it again to show you again. Grab social, place it where I want it, and let it go. It's gray in color, so I need to set it up, and the toolbar is on the left. As soon as I go to Facebook and I grab my URL, the Facebook icon will appear. When I put in my Twitter handle, Twitter will appear. If I'd like to add more icons, just click on the plus sign, and there's LinkedIn. When I add my URL, it will appear, and so on. You can see we have Google+, YouTube, Pinterest, and Instagram. As soon as you add your URL, the image will appear. Again, you can make it bigger or smaller by hitting the little toggle, and you can align it going down further. I'm going to pause for a second, get a drink of water. And I'm back. After the social media snippet, or above it, you'll see there's a line. If I click on that line, the toolbar on the left changes. I can make that line bigger or smaller just by toggling it, and I can also change the color just by clicking on the little color box. If you decide you don't want the line, just click on it and hit the trash can. If you want to reproduce the line with the exact same color and the exact same length, you can just hit the little duplicate, and you can take it and move it down, and that will give you the same exact line as the one I have on top. Going down a little bit further, this has an image. If I click on the image, the toolbar on the left changes. I can either use that image, I can edit that image and put text in it if I want to, or I can just hit change the image and use my own image, and I think I'll put a flag there. Make it a little bit smaller. It's very pixelated, I'm sorry. And come over and change the content. When you go to change the content, if you have content already created in MailChimp or on a Microsoft Word doc, you can just copy that and paste it right in here. Now you'll notice that there is a Learn More link. What do I want to send them there? I want to send them some ideas for newsletters. So I'm going to highlight this and change it to Get Newsletter Ideas Now. Get Ideas Now. Put in your copy, highlight it, and to create a clickable link, you simply highlight your copy, and this little toolbar will appear up here. It's a floating toolbar. It used to be black, and if you don't have our newest build, yours may still be black up here, but everybody's getting changed to the blue. I'm going to hit the little Create Hyperlink. Looks like a chain link fence. I can either put in a URL and redirect them somewhere, but I'm going to give them a downloadable document. Hit this little arrow, find file download. There it is. Click it one time. I can upload a new file. If I don't have it inside Infusionsoft yet, I can upload one right from here, but I actually have a file already added to my Infusionsoft, so I'm just going to hit the arrow, choose file, find my ideas. There they are. And I can even tag it, so if I send off this email to a group of people and they actually click on the downloadable link, I can do a search and find out who actually downloaded it and who actually clicked in that link by adding a tag. I go over tags on Tuesday's webinar and I'll send you that recording, but I'm going to show you how to add a tag just by clicking this little tag box, and I'm going to start typing in downloaded ideas. I already have the tag created, but I can create it on the fly if I want. Hit download ideas, hit done, insert link, and now I have a brand new clickable link that says Get Ideas Now. If I scroll down further, there's another image. If you don't want the image, just click in it and hit the trash can, and then I can come over and change the copy to the right, learn more, highlight it, come up to my link, and I can add another document. File download, and maybe I'm going to give them the same document, give them 2 times to download it. It's always a good idea to scroll down to the very bottom of the newsletter to make sure there's nothing hiding down there, and I'd like to add to this. What I want to add is my signature. So I'm going to come over and look for the signature snippet. Here it is right here. I'm going to place it on the very bottom of my email and let it go. Now it says Contacts Owner, and the reason it says that is that's what I have it set up on in the toolbar to the left. So if I have 5 different people using Infusionsoft, and those 5 different people each have 100 contacts, when I send off this email, each of the contacts that is owned by a specific user, their signature will appear. But I want this email to all come from me. There may be 5 people that work with contacts inside my CRM, but I want it to come from the owner of the business. Awesome. I can hit this little arrow going down, change it to Judy Miller, and now my signature will appear on every single newsletter that's sent out. Don't have to use that either. If I'd like to create my own signature for 4th of July, I can come grab the text box, move it down to the very bottom, highlight it and say, thanks for joining us this month. We love our customers, Judy and team. So you can come in there and create your own signatures per template that you want to use. When I'm done with my email, I can come up to Save as Template, and I can simply save it as a template just like that. If you'd like to add more blocks, and I invite you after this is over to go in and play around with it, there's different blocks like a video block. If I want to add a video block, just grab it, drop it inside my email, and then you'll see the toolbar on the left change to video URL. So I do need to grab video. If I'm using Wistia, I'd grab it from Wistia. I'm actually using YouTube. So I'm going to come to YouTube. America the Beautiful by Ray Charles. I'm going to find the video that I want to share, and then I'm going to copy the URL right on top. If you can't find the URL on top, you can always hit the share button in YouTube, and it will get it ready for you, and you can just copy it right from here. Back to my email. In the toolbar to the left, it says video URL. I'm going to add it by hitting paste, and my video will appear right there in my email. I can make it bigger or smaller, and I can even tag it if it's important. Like, this would not be important for me to know if they clicked on America the Beautiful. But if it's a video of you telling about your product and you want to know if somebody clicked on it, it would behoove you to create a tag that said clicked on video. I don't like answering questions during the webinar because it gets me off track, but I'm going to answer this one because someone asked, can you add text to this? You cannot add text to this block. What you'd have to do is either make a picture of the image and put it on with Pixlr, or you can add text to the top of it. Blah, 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 blah. But if you wanted to add text to this block, you couldn't do it. You'd have to put in an image and then link the image to that video. Also, we have groups. Let me bring the group out here. If you bring out the group snippet, and get rid of that image right there. If you put in the group snippet, you have an image, content, and a button. We haven't talked about buttons yet. So let me add an image. Here's my contact. And inside the content, I can write, find out more by clicking button below. As soon as you click on the button, you'll notice to the left that the button builder opens up, or the toolbar changes to the left. This top is the button text. I'm going to say find out now. And then I'm going to link the button. I can link it to a page on my website if I want to, find out more, and I can go to a hidden page on my website, or I can give them a file download just like we did before. Tag it if I want to tag it, or I can upload a picture right from there. I can also change the color of the button by clicking on button color, and you can change the color of the button just like that. Make it kind of green like the chalkboard. Another link, image, content, link, and if we come back to our little group, if I decide that I don't want a button, I can click on this group and I can hide the button if I want to. So click on the group. You can show everything, hide image, hide text, hide button. If I click on hide button, that button will appear or disappear. If I click on hide text, the text will disappear. Show everything, it will appear again. So let me exit out of here. This email will automatically go into drafts because that's what I was working on and I didn't save it. So it will automatically show up in my draft section. And we'll just wait for it. It's usually a lot faster than this. There's my draft right there. And this is one I was working on to send out. So I'm going to open it up, we'll go over the pieces, and then I'll show you how to send a broadcast. So if we put this email that I just created this morning under a microscope, we can go over the different pieces. This is an image, social media snippet, dividing line, image, content, clickable link, content, button, dividing line, image, To the right, content, dividing line, content or signature, and then I put the social media snippet on the bottom too, and here's why. When you hit the preview button, you can take a look at what your email is going to look like on a tablet and on a phone. I see the social media snippets here, and I see the social media snippets here. But when I scroll down, I don't see the social media snippets anymore. I'm not going to scroll back up to the top to find them. You just want to keep them in the forefront of their brain, so as I'm scrolling down to read the end of the email, oh, there they are, and then they can follow you on Twitter or Facebook, etc. So I would always add it to the bottom and to the top, and also in the tablet. There we have it. So make sure you always preview your email and take a look at what it's going to look like. And that is the email, and now I'm ready to send it out. So when you have your email and you're ready to send it out, you're simply going to hit the Schedule or Send button. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Schedule or Send button. And it will bring up a checklist, and that checklist will let you know what's ready and what's not ready. The things that are ready are green checkboxes. The things that aren't ready are annotated with an exclamation point. And this one says, hey, you don't have any recipients. Oh, okay, I need to add who's going to get this email. So I'm going to hit the X, come over to recipients and put my cursor in there. Now, if you have a saved list or a saved search, and I go over those in the Manage Contacts, which will send you the recording, you can just grab one of your saved searches and you can have as many saved searches as you want. I want to send it to this group and this group and this group. So if you have specific groups of people that you already have saved inside Infusionsoft, you can just choose those specific groups of people and then send off the email to them. I'm going to hit the X's and get rid of those. If you're going to send it to your entire list, Judy, I want this email to go out to everybody on my list. It's just my monthly newsletter. Awesome. Just hit the new search right under the recipient box. It says new search. And when you click on that, a box will appear. And that box will ask for criteria. Who do you want to send it to? Well, I'm not choosing any criteria. I'm just going to hit search. And it will bring up your entire list of people, which happens to be 218. And then when I hit send, it will send it off to those 218 people. If you want to send to your entire list, just hit new search, search, it will scoop them all up. I'm not going to send it to them because I don't want to send spam. So I'm actually going to do a new search and send this to a specific group of people. And I'm actually only going to send it to one person this time. I'm going to send it to Abe. Every Wednesday I send an email to Abe and hit search. When I hit search, Abe will appear, so there's just one person getting this email, and now I'm ready to send it. After you pick your people, hit schedule or send, and everything should be green now. And they are. Green, 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 green. You have the choice to send this now by hitting the Send Now button or to schedule it for a specific time. So if you're on a trip to Hawaii tomorrow, you want to make sure this goes off on Friday, you can schedule it to go off at Friday at 8 o'clock. I want to send this now, so I'm just going to hit Send Now, hit the blue button to finish it off, and this email will go off to the group of people that I specified in recipients. As soon as I send off the email, it will automatically redirect you to this page, which is called our email broadcast report. When you get sent to the email broadcast report, it will show you how many emails you sent out, how many unique opens there were, how many unopens, etc. It will also show you how many people opted out. If they hit the unsubscribe button, they will automatically get opted out and be taken out of all of your automation inside Infusionsoft. That opt-out is unsubscribe. If you want to learn more about these links, you can go to our Help Center and type in Email Broadcast Report, and it will go over each of these little links. Let's go and send a broadcast again. I want to show you how easy it is. Marketing, emails, and broadcasts. Get started. come to my previously sent, and it should automatically show up there because I just sent it off. And it usually doesn't take this long. For some reason, when I'm connected in this room, it takes a while. Come on, open up. There we go. I was going to say I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Here's my email. Use as draft. I'm ready to send it, so I'm going to hit schedule or send. I don't have recipients, so I'm going to start putting in recipients. If you need to search based on a specific tag, I can hit new search, and I can say, okay, Infusionsoft, I'd like to send this to anyone with the tag attended my webinar. Let's see, I don't have that tag, so anyone that's active, anyone that's a beginner, or anyone that downloaded my ideas. So I want them to have one of those 3 tags, and they do not have the tag customer. So you can say, hey, I want to find anyone with this criteria, but doesn't have this criteria. I can even say anybody with the name from A to Z, or with a specific area code, or with a specific zip code. You can really filter, filter, filter. Hit search, and only those people will appear. And there happens to be 11 of them. Don't really want to send it to those 11 people, so I'm going to do a new search, and I'm going to send this one to Heath. They always get my emails every Wednesday. Schedule or send. I should have all green checkboxes now. I do. Hit send now. Send it, and that email goes off. Again, if they're in the email and they hit unsubscribe, it will automatically give them the unsubscribe status in the CRM, and any other emails that they are supposed to get automated will not be sent to them because they unsubscribed. And again, our Help Center has this email broadcast, but if you want to get there, you just want to see this report again, and you're not on this page, let me show you how to get there. Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to Marketing, come to Reports, click it one time. We just sent an email broadcast, so it's under Email Broadcast Report. Click on it one time. All of the broadcasts will appear, and I've sent lots and lots of them, but here's the one I sent today. Hit View Report, and that report will pop up again, and you'll be able to see in this pie graph or over here how you did with that email. So I always have a challenge before I get to my questions, and my challenge is that you need to get inside the Infusionsoft application and play around with it so that it will get easier and easier and easier for you. It's like driving a stick shift car. It's hard at the beginning, and you grind it and go backwards sometimes, but once you get it, and you can even drive it in San Francisco. So create an email template, add a link, an image, your Facebook snippet, maybe a document, maybe a video, send that broadcast out to yourself, save it in your template library, and you can even add me. My email address is basictraining@infusionsoft.com. My name is Judy Miller. You can add me to your CRM, send it to me, and let me take a look at it. Let me click on the links and see if they work. I'm also going to be sending you a little workbook, an email broadcast workbook, and you can watch the recording and work on the workbook, and it will just reiterate all the things that you learned today and get them in your brain. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.